We've all been there, starting our fitness journey with high hopes and big dreams, only to crash and burn before we even make it through the first week. I've made a lot of mistakes in my journey, and today I'm spilling the tea on all of them so you don't have to. If you're ready to skip the trial and error and get straight to the good stuff, then just keep on watching, because these are the fitness mistakes I really wish I'd known before I started. Hi guys, it's Valencia and welcome to my channel. This month I am posting daily videos for the month of spooktober, and I'll be sharing Halloween makeup looks, fall recipes, fitness vlogs, and more. So if any of that interests you, then perhaps consider subscribing. In today's video, we are going to be discussing fitness mistakes that I made as a beginner. Today, I'm going to be going over diet, exercises, fitness myths, and so much more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Number 1, going too hard, too fast. At the start of my fitness journey, I wanted results fast, as I'm sure most of us do. And because I was just immersing myself in this fitness space, my For You page was flooded with gym bros dry scooping pre-workout, girls doing body checks, muscle mommies hip thrusting 5 plates on each side, and fitness gurus telling me that if I wanted to make progress, I had to go heavy. And so, of course, I went hard, I went heavy on my very first day. And what happened? I was so sore that I missed the gym for the rest of the week because I had to recover, obviously. And that week turned into a month, and that month turned into 3 months. And I think you know where I'm going with this. Basically, you are putting yourself in this doomed cycle of going hard, pushing yourself, potentially injuring yourself, getting so sore to the point where you do not want to return. And so I am here to tell you, don't do it. I know that you're motivated, I know that you're eager to see results and to gain strength, but your body is new to the gym, and so you should treat it as such. It's okay to start slow. In fact, it's better for you to focus on nailing your form rather than just trying to push all this weight out at once. You really want to get into the practice of feeling that mind to muscle connection, and you want to feel confident that you can perform all of your workouts with proper form. And maybe you're not completely new to the gym. Maybe you've had a gym phase before and then you exited that era and now you're ready to get back into the groove of things. And I'm happy that you're excited to get back into things, but this also applies to you. You need to start slow. Just because you could bench press a plate back when you were working out a year ago doesn't mean that your body is just going to be able to pick up the weight like that. You need to ease yourself back into it, because the worst thing you can do is get into the gym, go too heavy, too hard, too fast, and you end up injuring yourself. And if you're injured, you can't work out, and ultimately you're just slowing down your progress. You're not making any progress at all. Or like me, you'll fall into this continuous cycle of going to the gym for a few months and then resting for an entire year. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but you get it. Just take it slow, enjoy the journey, and take it one day at a time. Number 2, avoiding certain exercises because you're scared of other people seeing you fail. Now listen, we all start somewhere, okay? And I know that this is advice that people give time and time again. We all start somewhere, and they're like super jacked. And it's like, okay. But take it from me, okay? I was once a gym girly that literally would take a pair of dumbbells and I would park myself in the little corner of a gym and literally complete my entire workout in that little itty bitty corner of the gym because I didn't want to move around, I didn't want to take up space, and I just really didn't want to try anything new because it was intimidating. You deserve to be there. It doesn't matter if you've never stepped foot in a gym before. It doesn't matter if you're fat. It doesn't matter if you're skinny. I've seen old people, young people at the gym. I've seen people that bring their therapy dogs with them to the gym, people in wheelchairs at the gym. It doesn't matter your situation. You have a right to be there and to work on yourself. Everyone at the gym is there for the same exact reason. It doesn't matter if you're a bodybuilder and you're working out for aesthetics, or maybe you're just working out for physical and mental health. Both of these people are working out to better themselves. When I first started going to the gym, it took me months to go to the free weights section. I was so afraid that people were going to judge me for failing a lift or doing something wrong. I was even scared to like search up tutorials videos on my phone because I thought people would judge me for looking at a tutorial. At the end of the day, no one is even paying attention to you. Everybody is focused on themselves. Coming from a former shy girl, you can only go so far with 5-pound dumbbells in a corner. The gym is all about stepping outside of your comfort zone. And honestly, if you're nervous about like doing an exercise wrong, you can just go up to somebody at the gym. I know this is intimidating, but you can literally go up to somebody at the gym and ask them for form tips or exercise tips. It might be intimidating for you, but I promise you, you're only gonna make that person's day. They're going to feel so honored that you asked them. They're gonna take it as a compliment. So take up all the space you need. You deserve to be there. If you feel a little silly doing an exercise, maybe your form isn't right, it's okay. Give yourself some grace. You're learning and it's all a part of the journey. Number 3, following Stairmaster routine. I'm sure you've all seen those TikToks where girls share their Stairmaster routine and they say,
"This is the routine that snatched my waist and helped me grow my glutes."
And then she shows like a little clip of her on the Stairmaster and she's doing like kickbacks and then she like walks on it backwards and then she like does a handstand. She shares her routine and you know, you're watching this, you're barely getting into fitness and you think, whoa, she has some really bubbly glutes. I want to look like her. I'm gonna follow this routine. But what you don't know is she has a Brazilian butt lift. Okay, just kidding. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe that's not always the case. But the bottom line is that the Stairmaster is not going to give you a bubble butt and a snatched waist. It might help you lose some weight and thus maybe you'll lose some fat around your midsection, snatching your waist. Obviously your diet still has to be on point for that to happen though. The Stairmaster is not the magic key to doing that. Diet is also important in that equation. And as far as like losing weight in your midsection, by your waist becoming smaller, your butt might appear bigger just because like proportionally you might start to have more of an hourglass shape, but you're not going to like gain a crazy amount of muscle. There's better and more effective ways of growing your glutes like weightlifting. Do the Stairmaster for cardio, but just learn from my mistakes. Just because a fitness influencer posts that she did the Stairmaster and all of a sudden she got a bubble butt and a snatched waist, she's lying, okay? She's lying. She probably incorporates like weightlifting and she probably has your diet on point, and for all we know, she's not even natural. Keep all those things in mind. And if you're trying to grow your glutes, pick up some weights. Number 4, not taking progress photos. I'm not saying that you should take progress photos so that way you can post them on social media and share your transformation with everybody. I think that it's important to take transformation photos just for yourself. Throw away the scale, forget about the body fat calculators. Yes, those things can be useful tools, but the best way to measure your progress is through photos. There's like this like quote or meme or tweet or something out there like that, and it says, I have an album on my phone saved of progress photos, except I'm not making progress, so it's just a bunch of pictures of me fat. And that's how I felt because it took me so long to get this whole fitness thing down. I went through a really big learning curve, okay? And so yeah, I did for a minute there just have like videos and pictures of me being fat in like one album. One thing that I do regret is a lot of these photos that I took, they were just like mirror selfies, and I wish that I took the time to actually like set up a tripod or just prop my phone up against something and just take an actual progress photo, like, you know, front, side, back, so that way I could compare it later on in my journey. Because, you know, sometimes you get in your head and you feel like you haven't made any progress, and when you have these photos to compare, you can just visually see how much you've improved, and it just gives you all this motivation. It really wasn't until I got a coach and I had to submit weekly check-in photos that I realized the power of progress photos, because week to week sometimes my weight would not change, but visually you could see that like my waist got tighter, my glutes got perkier, a new muscle that wasn't visible before all of a sudden is appearing now. It's just so cool because I was visually able to see the small weekly changes that my body was going through, and I stopped basing my progress off of the number on the scale. And you can do this however you want. You don't have to take weekly progress photos. You can take them bi-weekly, monthly, whatever floats your boat. But I do strongly recommend that you base your progress on photos rather than the number on the scale. Okay, the 5th mistake I made was believing that abs are made in the kitchen. Yes, I did not misspeak. That is the mistake I made, is believing that abs are made in the kitchen. If you're not familiar with this phrase, it's basically a popular phrase that refers to abs being made through diet and not through the gym. That you can go to the gym every single day, but if you have a bad diet, you will never have visible abs. And that is true. Usually, in most cases, if you get lean enough, you will be able to see your abs. In my case, however, I got the leanest I have ever been, and I did not see my abs. I, in fact, got a little ribby. And yes, I did have the nice line going down my stomach, but I did not have a 6-pack, not even a 4-pack, not even a 2-pack. See, I just assumed that by getting lean enough, I would just magically have these abs that were hiding under all the fat, but I didn't. So our abs made in the kitchen. Yes, they are, but they are also made in the gym. If you want visible, prominent abs, you cannot be skipping your ab workouts. And that is something that I'm currently trying to prioritize in my fitness routine because yes, I would like abs someday. So I've been trying to incorporate abs as much as I can, try and build those babies up, and then hopefully they'll start to show. And before we move on to the next mistake, I do want to also mention choosing the right ab exercises if you're trying to build abs. This is not necessarily a mistake that I made because obviously I didn't even train abs to begin with, but it is a trend that I participated on TikTok, and it is functional abs. So basically it was trending a while ago where it was like,
oh, if you want abs, do functional abs because this works out your inner ab muscles and it's actually so much better for you, blah, 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 blah.
And literally you're like holding a kettlebell above your head and like stomping. I don't know what to say about this. And I mean, I believed it for one video and then I tried it in the video and I was like, I don't feel anything. Like, am I supposed to feel something? Like, this is way too easy. I can see how it could maybe strengthen your core functionally, like in real life situations. Like, you have to actively remember to tighten your abs and squeeze your core. And I think that these exercises are really appealing to gym beginners because they're easy. I don't know, I just feel like with the functional core exercises where you're just stomping around, like you're not really engaging the muscles. And for all the fitness gurus out there that are like, well, it's because you're not squeezing your abs. Well, why not just like literally do vacuums and like flex my abs then in the mirror? Number 6, being obsessed with the results. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. At the beginning of my fitness journey, I got into this mindset of thinking, you know, once I have my dream body, my life will just be perfect. I can wear all of the clothes I want to wear and I'm just gonna look amazing and gorgeous. I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. I think a lot of us at the start of our fitness journeys think that once we get our dream body, it's just gonna solve so many of our problems in life. And I'm not gonna bullshit you. I do feel better being leaner. I feel way more confident at the gym. Mentally, I'm dealing with less anxiety. I never get depressed anymore. My skin even cleared up. I literally actually made a whole video about the benefits of me going through prep and like what that transformation did for me mentally and physically. So you can go check out that video if you want. But you might be thinking, why are you including this as a mistake then, if apparently your life is so much better? Well, yes, I do admit that my life did improve. However, I didn't feel like it improved in the moment when I was at my leanest because I was so obsessed with the results. Once you get into fitness and you achieve your goal physique, your goal weight, that goalpost is going to continue to move because your waist can always be a little smaller and your butt could always be a little fatter. And I know that this isn't true for everyone, but a lot of gym goers experience body dysmorphia at some scale. There have been so many times when I look back on old pictures of me right before I competed for my bodybuilding show, and I think that I looked so good. I'm so proud of my progress. But I remember in the moment of taking that picture, I did not feel good. I felt like I could be more shredded. I felt like I could be more muscular, and I just wasn't appreciating the moment for what it was. I was never satisfied, and to be totally honest, I'm still not. That's the funny thing about fitness journey. A journey implies that there is a final destination, and this is actually a fitness lifestyle. I've actually been trying my best to start referring to this as my fitness lifestyle rather than my fitness journey because I do intend on living this fitness lifestyle for the rest of my life. I don't know how else to word it, but I know that in my head it doesn't sound right to call it a journey anymore. So I'm still like trying to play around with the wording, but I just know what I am living is a fitness lifestyle, not a fitness journey. And so yeah, because this is a lifestyle, it's important to not be obsessed with a final result. Instead, we want to appreciate and enjoy the current phase that we are in. You know, we're gonna stop and smell the flowers, celebrate the wins. We're gonna always try to improve and be better, but at the same time, we're going to practice gratitude as well. Okay, number 7, getting all of your information from one source. When it comes to fitness, everyone is going to have a different opinion on just about everything. There's going to be people telling you that you need to go heavy. There's going to be people telling you need to go light and do high reps. There's going to be people telling you that the only way you're going to see results is by doing the carnivore diet or by eating your weight in protein. Some people might advocate for intuitive eating or intermittent fasting. Some people might say that CrossFit is the best or Pilates is the best. Just know that everyone is right and everyone is wrong at the same time. Even if your favorite fitness guru shows you a million studies to back up their word, just know that there are a million other studies that are literally saying the opposite thing. You honestly just cannot win. Everyone thinks that their way is the best way, and if you really want to, you can literally go into this deep rabbit hole of fitness gurus just going back and forth with each other and arguing about why I'm right and you're wrong. The best way, in my opinion, don't trust me, just kidding. The best way is to approach fitness with an open mind and stick to the basics. Once you start getting more into it, then maybe you can get into like all the science of it, but just don't take one guy's word as Bible. Be objective, get your information from multiple sources, and at the end of the day, you can come to your own conclusions and then just do what works best for you. That's my advice. You can trust me, even though I'm telling you not to trust everybody else, or you cannot trust me. Anyways, that is all I have for my gym mistakes. This is part 2, so go check out part 1 of my fitness mistakes because I think there's a lot of good information in that video as well. I am posting daily content this month, so perhaps subscribe if you want to see daily content, and perhaps, maybe, if you want, leave a like if you did in fact like this video. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video. Bye.